This is exactly right.
When a charming neurosurgeon rode into Frontier Town selling a persona of confidence and care, patients trusted him.
He wore cowboy boots in the operating room and became sought after by patients.
He promised to heal them. Instead, he left a trail of broken bodies.
This is a story of greed, betrayal, and a fight for justice.
Listen to Dr. Death, the Cowboy, wherever you get your podcasts, or binge the entire series right now, only with Audible. Goodbye. Capture your favorite summer feeling with Pandora Jewelry.
Discover a collection inspired by the sunshine, freedom, and moments that make the season unforgettable.
From sun-kissed metals to personalized pieces ready to be engraved with your summer mantra.
Each design moves with you from beach days to golden nights and every memory in between.
Shop Pandora Jewelry's new summer collection in-store or online at pandora.net and let your summer unfold. Goodbye.
Summer is for adventures, road trips, and adding a whole lot of miles to your car.
That's why it's worth stopping at Valvoline Instant Oil Change first.
Their trained techs help you get road trip ready with an oil change and an 18-point maintenance check included with every oil change, checking your tire pressure, wipers, lights, and more.
Valvoline Instant Oil Change techs complete over 270 hours of training, so your car's in capable hands.
Best part? You can stay in your car and you're in and out in about 15 minutes.
Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Change wisely.
Goodbye.
Welcome to My Favorite Murder, a true crime podcast for people who are into facts and percentages.
That in itself is not a fact.
That's right.
That's Karen Kilgara.
That's Georgia Hardstark.
And welcome. And we're finally back in my apartment.
Yeah, this is quite an adjustment.
I know. I've been really looking forward to this, to just be like in our element. I was going to clean up the podcast loft.
What happened?
All you have to do is look at it to know what happened. It's like a fucking bomb went off in there.
An Australian gift bomb?
An Australian gift bomb. A We Watch Wrestling fucking merch bomb.
Oh, shit.
There's empty fucking Sparklets bottles up there.
I always forget that there's two podcasts being beamed out of this apartment.
Yeah.
So there's a lot going on, not just us.
Yeah. And both Vince and I are the keepers of the things. So it's just, there's also cat barf. I'm going to be honest right now.
Okay. Yeah, good. I welcome that honesty.
Yeah.
I don't have a cat barf equivalent in my house at the moment, although I did open the door to my dog walker went on vacation, and she told me she had a replacement, but she didn't say the replacement was automatically coming. She just gave me the number of the person I could call.
Oh.
And so at 11 in the morning, while I was wearing, when I wear my black pajamas, they become black with white hair pajamas. And I was sitting there working on something and the doorbell rang and I was like, what could possibly be happening right now?
It's the worst feeling when the doorbell rings.
It's the worst.
I sneak to the door quietly and look out the thing, and then I'm like,
Yeah, but I'm front door on the sidewalk.
Right.
So it's whoever. And a lot of times it's people who are shilling for a church or a real estate agency.
Hey, are you thinking about selling your house?
Hey, I think you should sell this piece of shit house and get out from underwater. It's usually that. One time it was the bug man. Did I tell you about that?
Uh-uh.
When I opened the door and the guy goes, hey, I just wanted to introduce myself. And then he stood back a little bit and goes, the bug man.
Ew.
And I just shut the door. Because he started to say my neighbors used him to for an exterminator or something. But he was really young and good looking and he had a uniform on.
Fuck
and I was just like, get out of here, dude.
Don't try to charm me.
You're going to bug charm me?
Yeah.
No, never.
Never.
So this time was weird because it was two beautiful Northern European looking people with accents.
Oh my God.
So I was like, and George immediately goes out because they have the door open. This is a boring story, but long and short of it is I met the dog walker that I had no intention of calling because I didn't want to talk to a new person or have to make some kind of a new connection.
No.
I was going to be like, fine, I'll do it myself.
Yeah.
And then she has showed up now every day to it is her passion.
And you can't
to
tell her
dogs.
leave me alone.
No, they've already been in. They've seen the worst of the worst.
It's that thing where you know that someone's counting on the money that you're paying them.
Yeah.
I've been in that position.
Where you're going to show up no matter what?
Where I thought that I was getting this much money this week from this job that I thought I had. And then someone tells you you're not, and you're so broke that you're like, well, now I thought I could cover rent and I can't. Like, that's happened to me. And I burst into tears because I was like, how you canceled on me and now I'm fucked.
So what, you went and did something?
No, I never did it. But it's like, I wouldn't want to disappoint. I wouldn't want to do that to someone who's like, hi, I'm here. Like, I'm supposed to be. And you're like, no, actually, you can take this week off.
Yeah. I mean, I can't imagine anyone's paying rent with like dog walking. I don't know if that's a good plan. Yeah. Although I have to say my dog walker makes bank because she has a bunch of dogs aside from my two. And she does stuff like stays the night for a slightly higher rate.
That's where the money is.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, anyway, I didn't take away her rent. Well, I let her and her husband come in and take my dog.
That's good of you. That's really good of you. A mitzvah.
It didn't feel great though, because it was like I was hiring beautiful.
Right.
I think they're Danish people.
Love Danish.
To walk my pets while I sit home like a little pile of dirty laundry and write on my computer.
Love it.
Right.
Can I do housekeeping?
Sure. So I bet we have a lot.
Yeah. Really quickly, for the tour, we're going on this tour now. It started in Australia. It ends who knows where. And
who knows when.
And who knows when and what and how.
And why.
And it could be, stay tuned. So the two that I want to mention, we have a late show in Detroit that's coming up on the 29th. And
still tickets for the late show?
Still tickets for the late show.
Oh, nice.
And then Toronto, they're on the 30th. There's still a couple tickets for that. And then, so if you go to myfavoritemurder.com/live, I'm not going to fucking say the dates. I'm going to tell, if you hear your city, go to myfavoritemurder.com/live because nobody wants to fucking listen to this. San Diego, Anaheim, Minneapolis, Madison, Wisconsin, Tampa, Houston, Dallas, St. Louis, and Kansas City. If I've called your name, go to the fucking
they all have tickets left?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Not a ton. So these people get so mad at us that it sells out, but
I know. That's what I'm saying. You're kind of really walking that line of like that. I can't imagine. Well, we'll see.
You know what? Maybe you don't want to come. That's okay.
Here's the thing. You don't have to come.
Maybe you have anxiety.
A lot of shit goes down. I mean, what we can guarantee you is an eventful
you never know.
Night.
You know what's cool about that is like, I have an issue with going to maybe more so when I was younger, like any event alone, like just showing up anywhere alone freaked me out. I've seen a movie alone once, like as an experiment because I was so scared and I ran into my fucking ex-boyfriend with his girlfriend there. So like that's how great it went.
What movie was it?
It was There Will Be Blood, which is like a movie you don't want to watch alone. Like you need to talk to someone about it.
Yeah, there's a lot. That
was the only time I've ever gone to a movie alone. And that's how it went.
You could hide behind because it's like a good movie with a good director. So you could be like, oh, I just had to see this film.
Or it could be like, I was with my friend, but they got triggered and ran out.
Yeah, that's right.
I just ran.
They hate milk.
and bowling. And lots of things. So people who we meet at the shows tell us that they came alone because it's such an event because so many people have anxiety and they're like, and it was incredible. And I met awesome people.
Yeah, that's true.
So that to me is like the people who are scared of coming alone, like you're going to be sat next to someone who you're going to be best friends with.
It's really true.
Yeah. It's just we're all, and then
because everyone's the same pretty much.
Oh my God.
Has the same feel of person. It's hilarious to me. And also when people tell us they're alone, when they come to meet us at the meet and greet, I always go, there'll be somebody that's alone and they'll be like, that girl over there's alone. Right. We always like yell over of like, go talk to her.
And like, if you wear like a shirt that's like funny, that like relates to something murdery, someone's going to come up to you like, where did you get that? Be my best friend. Someone had a shirt on at one of the meet and greets that said the husband did it. Did I ever talk about this? And I bought us both. And because that was the best shirt. And I wore to therapy just to be like, here's who I am.
In your face.
And then my therapist, this is how fucking sweet he is. He was like, oh, what? Well, yeah, it's always the husband's fault. And I'm like, no, the husband murdered the wife. Like he just didn't get.
Oh, he thought it meant like fighting.
Yeah. And I was like, no. And in fact, I bought a car this week.
Oh, yeah.
Yesterday, which was like exciting on a lot of levels and scary. And the car dealer was like this super normal dude. And we were like looking at the car and he opened the trunk and Vince joked like, which I love that Vince said this, oh, you can fit a few bodies in there. And then he points to the emergency latch and just goes, just make sure you disable that.
Oh my God.
Whoa. And I was like, sold.
Yes.
Right?
That's a good salesman.
You're my guy. I bought the car from him.
How old is he?
He definitely didn't listen to the podcast. Like, I tweeted it and people were like, he must be, no. He was like a family man.
Lots of people have good senses of humor.
Yeah. And he was like 28 or so.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
I like that style.
I do too.
Now,
like you're just going, like you don't know if I had been locked in a trunk before in my life, but you're just fucking picking it up.
You know what it is? It's if you've been locked in a trunk before in your life, the fact that you're making the joke first means you're okay with it, which means he can do what he wants.
Right.
And that it's actually additional relief that he would join in and not leave you hanging.
Right.
Or go, oh my God, what's wrong with you?
Right.
It's just a classic, like, bullshit salesman personality. It's why I like people like that. And I hate myself for liking them because it's such an obvious, like, those smooth talkers are my favorite.
Yeah.
And they're the most full of shit.
The people who don't miss a beat.
Right.
They don't react.
How thrilling. Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
They go along with it. It's like constant high-end improvising.
Sure. That makes you have to be smarter and quicker too.
But it also is like you're being heard.
It's exhausting.
It's thrilling. We were talking about this the other day on the mini, but I cannot get a sense of time or place.
Oh, because of
being back in. I know that it's too long to complain about jet lag. I'm still complaining about it because I'm still there.
Well, it's not even just jet lag. It's just that it wasn't a vacation and we were constantly busy. And most people don't fly 3 times inside of their flight to and from home.
No, the traveling that went on within the traveling was very intense.
Studying.
So much. When I went to write my murder for this week, it was not enjoyable because there were so many that we had to do for Australia and so many that I researched for Australia and chose not to do for Australia.
Me too.
Because they were so intense. There's some fucked up stories from down there.
I have like 5 that are half written that I was going to do from Australia.
Yeah.
It's almost good though, because now it feels like, well, we only have 3 in Detroit and Toronto. How great is that? That's a fucking walk in the park.
It's no big deal.
That's a cakewalk in the park.
And we've never done, Toronto.
Never.
And we've gotten tons of suggestions since the beginning from Toronto.
Yeah.
So like there's lots of choices. It doesn't have to be, there's something about Australian true crime that is very dark. It's like,
oh my God, it is.
For some reason, maybe this is judgment, feels darker than regular.
It feels like the only murders there are huge murders.
Yes.
There's no like, they don't have guns, so it's not like there's drive-bys.
No, it's like a guy that's got like picked up a handful of red clay and painted his face red and then hid in the bushes to intentionally kill the innocents.
Yeah.
Like it's a lot of that over and over.
Or killed his family on the next level of family killing.
Yes. What is that? Familicide?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I just picked the story that's the best to tell in terms of you're not going to fucking believe this, right? Also, I've dipped into like ghost stories and shit. I've gone when I can't go directly to it, which is a thing that like, I know a lot of murderers are like, I'm a murderino, have been since day one. This is my jam, which is great. But not everybody does it 24/7. And like, I personally can't do it. So I have, I definitely have like murder fatigue right now because I just don't want to read about another axe.
That makes sense.
I just don't want it.
I can't get enough. I still can't get enough. Like I was researching a murder and then ended up, watching 6 others on YouTube, which is like, has the most fucked up ones. And then I was like, this isn't even what you're talking about this week. Stop. I have to like make myself stop watching it.
Oh, I did the same thing where there's all kinds of, somebody tweeted this actually because there was a BuzzFeed list that's like 16 of the most fucked up murders you've never heard of.
Jesus.
Which, as someone tweeted us, and all murderinos say, yeah, right. Like, try me basically.
Yes.
And they were most of ones that we've all heard. But I read those, I go through and I'm like, of course I've heard it. And I feel like now I'm at that point of like, it's almost like a Magic the Gathering level murder nerd thing where I feel like I've had my hands in it for so long that I just am like, Just for a little while.
Like, I don't want to play this game anymore.
Just for a little while. And maybe it's just the traveling.
Before we started this podcast, I would have to take long breaks from murder stuff because I would get really depressed. So the only thing that's kept me from that now, because we've been doing it nonstop, it's a job now. But I fucking would get dark and deep and depressed and scared of the world.
Yeah.
Because it's
scary.
It's scary.
It's definitely scary.
On a positive note,
self-care, everybody.
Steven, should we talk about our new merch?
So we've designed a shirt for Steve on behalf of Steven.
It pays tribute. Steven's surprised. He doesn't know about this.
He doesn't know.
I have no idea.
This has been in the works. We've been talking about it. We've been thinking about it. We've been talking and thinking about it.
And then, so I asked the great Chris Fairbanks, who is my co-host on Do You Need a Ride, my other podcast. And he's also a hilarious stand-up comic.
So fucking funny.
And what's funny, the most interesting thing, I think, is he's a brilliant graphic artist.
I had no idea until you were like,
illustrator.
we should talk to Chris Fairbanks. And
Yeah.
I was like, the Do You Need a Ride cover, I had no idea, is the most intricate, fucking awesome cover I've ever seen.
There's a monster eating a freeway in it, and that's just one of the things that's happening.
It's just like, it's bananas. And when you told me that, I was like, oh, fuck yeah, it's on.
Yeah. So I asked Chris to do a Steven cut that out design.
Oh my gosh.
And he's done it for us. And this is it showing Steven right now. Look, here you go.
Describe it, Steven.
There's the swoop with my hair, and it says Steven all in red, like tracing along my hair as a silhouette. And it says Steven, and then it finishes on the other side. It says cut that. And then it says my favorite murder on the mustache.
Yeah. It's basically Steven's silhouette.
It's his hair silhouette.
It's his hair, mustache, eyebrow silhouette.
It's his facial hair silhouette with Steve, but yet Steven cut that and my favorite murder intertwined
as the hair.
And it should be up by the time you're hearing these words in your face. This should be up on my favorite murder shirts. Fucking idiot Georgia.com.
Wow.
My favorite murder shirts.com.
Steven, how do you feel?
Well, I can never change my hair.
That's right.
Also very honored that a fellow mustache brother.
Oh yeah, Chris Fairbanks. That's why it's so good.
That's right.
Oh my gosh.
It's
that's
so
amazing.
rad. When you sent it to me, I was like, yes. It's so fucking good.
It's really good.
And what's cool is that it's subtle and people who know will know.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It's like any other shirt, you have to know it. You have to know the show to have it make sense.
Yeah, even like
just the fun of it.
It's great. So hopefully we'll have that on totes and fucking mugs and stickers and shirts.
I'm all red, and it's not just from the weird face mask Jackie made me try yesterday.
He is very red right now.
He is.
He gets embarrassed.
Oh my god.
Steven was heralded and lauded at all through Australia.
People lost their shit.
He basically had a secondary meet and greet line where people would walk away from us and then walk over to Steven's meet and greet.
Yeah.
And
they'd be like, I have a present for Steven. Like, give it to him.
I need to go give this to Steven and have him sign this.
Yeah. A couple of people are like, can Steven be in this photo? And we made him now Steven has a signature pose.
Yeah.
Which is on one knee with his shin on his fist in front of us.
Child 90s, star prom thing.
Yeah, it's perfect.
But now you have you have MFM merch.
Oh my God.
It's official. Elvis
So
doesn't
excited.
even have MFM merch. And he's a cat. I don't know. That doesn't equivalate.
I'm a cat. It's fine.
Yeah. You're basically a cat.
Yeah.
And then the other thing, can I shout out a fucking podcast that I've been listening to that I really love? Podcast Corner. It's called The Fall Line. It's a female investigative journalist who every season is going to talk about marginalized crimes in marginalized communities in Georgia.
Whoa.
Yeah. Because I think that's where she's from. So that's kind of what she's doing.
Is she kicking off with the Atlanta child killer?
No, she's like doing ones that we don't know about that have been like bungled.
Oh yeah.
So this is the 1990, the first one's the 1990 disappearance of these twin sisters, Danette and Jeanette Millbrook. They were 15-year-old African-American girls on their way home. Good girls. They weren't gonna be the typical not runaways.
Yeah.
Fucking disappeared.
Oh.
Course quote, the runaways, and never got looked into. And so this is actually like reopening the case, and they're looking into it again now. And it might get another one of those ones again in Georgia where it might get solved.
Yeah, that's
based
amazing.
On this,
they tried to do Runaways in the 90s. Fuck.
Yeah, I mean, it was a poor neighborhood in Georgia, and in Georgia, African American community, but like the girls had seizure medication and didn't have it with them. Like, you don't run away without your seizure medication.
You sure don't.
No. And they were good girls, and not that bad girls don't also disappear.
Right, but that's part of when it's the disenfranchised cultures that the people, the larger media or the larger interpretation is always they were asking for it. They deserved
the assumption
it.
is they did something and
they deserved it.
And that's why it happened.
Right. But then because I think the people think that way so they can just break off from any kind of care,
emotional
or responsibility. And it's like, not my problem.
Yeah. Well, it won't happen to me
invested.
or anyone I love because, this is a really good one because she looks into all the possibilities, including a couple serial killers in the town, one of which sounds so fucking likely.
Wow.
And it's just it's one of those, female investigative journalism podcast that has a ton of fucking empathy. So it's, you feel it too.
That's great.
So that's the fall line.
That sounds amazing.
Yeah.
The fall line.
The fall line. Yeah. And I think there's a GoFundMe campaign trying to raise money to help with either, a reward for information or to fund, something like that.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, look into it.
That makes me think that our friend Jo Thornley, I believe was her last name was.
God.
Someone just tweeted at me. She's number one.
I know.
She's got the number one podcast right now with her podcast Zealot, which is about cults.
She was the hometown, the end of the live Sydney show, which went up last week. She was the hometown murder, which we originally brought up because she said she could moonwalk, and we knew it'd be a heavy episode, because of what we were talking about. So we were like, come up and moonwalk. By the way, do you have a hometown? And she totally did. And she was charming as fuck. And she's like, I also have a podcast called Zealot about cults. And I looked at her Instagram and it was like, oh my God, I'm number 46 on the comedy. It's about cults, but it's comedy, which is so up our alley.
Yeah.
I'm number 46 on the iTunes comedy podcast. And then I looked at him like, oh my God, she's number 3 right below us. And now she's number 1.
She's fucking number 1.
Girl.
Go girl. That's how it happened with us.
Fuck yeah. I messaged her on Instagram. I was like, I bet I know how you fucking feel right now. You better fucking enjoy this. It's the coolest thing that's ever happened.
That's so good.
Yeah. I'm so happy for her.
Yeah.
She deserves it.
That's so funny. And it was purely because she sent the concept of the tweet was, you guys might not feel like talking by the time you get to the end. Let me come up and moonwalk for you. And just the idea of that was so hilarious.
She can't have imagined that we would have picked that because it's not what we do.
No, it's just like a sidebar, but it was so funny.
It was so funny. And she definitely moonwalked too. I mean, that's why people are following.
She moonwalked in high heels.
Oh my God.
It was crazy.
Yeah. It was great.
It was great.
Happy for her.
Anything else? I haven't watched the confession tapes. I don't want to talk about it.
I get some.
Literally 40 tweets a day saying watch it.
False confessions are not my thing because they stress me out so much.
It's so stressful.
And I can't wrap my head around them, even though I understand the ins and outs. It's just so hard. I get so angry and stressed out that I can't watch that. But I am watching our Jessica Biel one, The Sinner. I'm on episode 3. I'm really suddenly getting into it. The first episode, I was like, meh. Second, okay. Third, I'm fucking there.
Yep.
It's good.
How about that dirty Bill Pullman as the cop?
He's so sexy.
Oh, he's dirty.
Oh my, he's a dirty little slut.
He's a dirty bird, isn't he?
He wants to be shamed into submission.
I also love that woman that plays his dominatrix or girlfriend or whoever that woman is.
Yeah.
Who just looks like a normal woman. The second I see women like that on TV, I'm like, oh my God, there's just someone normal on TV. They're letting someone not emaciated be on TV.
Do you know what else I love about her character is that she works at a classy restaurant instead of cause she looks like she'd work at a dive bar off the drag. But it's like, nope, she works at a high-end restaurant. It's like, you're not fucking making her this character that everyone thinks she is.
No, she's like a self-possessed, self-actualized sex worker / ex-girlfriend / something else. It adds to the interest of like, yeah, this is how complex human beings actually are.
The
in real
acting's
life.
really, no matter what, and I think I'm really into it, but even if I'm not, the characters are really interesting.
I think I'm really into it. Don't fight it. Just like it.
No, I bought the fucking season pass. I'm in. I'm gonna get my money's worth.
It's great.
Yeah.
It's really well acted.
Yeah.
I am watching something because as I announced that I was just taking a light axe break. There's a show called Toast of London.
Don't make me spit this all over the mic.
You have, if you like,
I'm imagining it right now.
do you like Peep Show and shows like that?
I love Peep Show. Oh, okay.
This is Matt Berry, who,
the bigger guy from Peep Show, right?
No. He's not from Peep Show, but it reminds me of when you sometimes when I watch British comedy and it's so intelligently funny that it makes me feel like screaming as I watch it.
Because you have to be quiet the whole time because you're going to miss anything. So you can't laugh out loud. There's no laugh track.
Yes. You're just listening as hard as you can.
And they're so dry. There's no like punchline.
And it's like saying everyone wants everyone to be this funny. Like we're doing it here. Why won't you allow people to do it there? Anyway, it's called Toast of London. He is like kind of a washed up actor.
Wait,
it's
is he the
so
guy
hilarious
from Dark Places?
Yes. Garth Marenghi's Dark Places.
It.
Yes.
Okay, love him.
It's like a new series. And it is.
Please go watch the ones we just mentioned. I think you have to go online probably, right?
I think they're all on Netflix.
Fuck, Dark Places and Peep Show are two of the best
Stephen, will you look and see if Garth Marenghi's Dark Places is on Netflix?
It's just excellent.
Also, there was a clip. We have to stop talking about this, but there's a scene from Matt Berry's sketch show where he goes and he's like going to help this girl. She's carrying a big fish tank. Have you seen it? And they're walking and he's like, let me take that for you. He's being super fake sweet to her. And then he's like, where are you going off this? And she finally goes like, oh, my boyfriend's apartment's right over there. And he goes, fuck you, and throws it down. And it's just someone did a supercut of all the times he does that.
Oh my God.
And he's just he drop kicks a dog.
The minute a woman says, I have a boyfriend, my boyfriend.
Fuck you.
It's so funny. And the fish tank had fish in it and he broke it and they were on the ground.
Yeah, he smashed it as hard as he could.
Listen.
So good.
So good. Go to YouTube. It's got everything.
Toast of London is on Netflix and Peep Show's still on Netflix, right? And do you know that Peep Show, they're coming out with a new season?
Oh my God.
Yeah. They're like doing it's called something. It's not Peep Show, but they're coming out with a new show.
Okay, good. Hey, should we sit down?
Yeah.
Should we talk about murder?
Yeah, let's do it.
Who the fuck is first? And what are we basing it off of?
I mean,
Sydney?
The last show in Sydney? The show at the Opera House?
Oh, the Opera House show.
Oh, that show we did at the Opera House?
Who went first that time?
I believe you did.
Okay.
Because you went last. You did the Shark Arm.
Shark Arm was in Sydney, so then I was first at second night.
Yeah.
So
that's me. Okay.
This podcast is brought to you by Squarespace.
Every successful small business starts with someone saying, I wonder if people would actually buy this.
Squarespace gives you everything you need to find out.
From consultations to events and experiences, you can showcase your skills with a customizable website designed to attract clients and grow your business.
With Squarespace's collection of cutting-edge design tools, anyone can build a beautiful, professional online presence that perfectly fits their brand or business.
Get paid on time with professional invoices and online payments. Plus, streamline your workflow with built-in appointment scheduling and email marketing tools.
Head to squarespace.com/murder for a free trial.
And when you're ready to launch, use offer code MURDER to save 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain.
Goodbye.
You know your favorite summer clothes by what actually makes it into your suitcase.
Find the outfits you'll wear all season long at Quince.
Quince's 100% European linen pants, dresses, and tops are the pieces you'll reach for all summer long. They're lightweight, effortless to style, and they start at just $32.
Their denim is soft and comfortable, and their organic cotton sweaters are perfect for layering when evenings get cold.
Quince's beautiful 14-karat gold jewelry adds a subtle finishing touch.
So I just went to Italy, and you bet I brought my 100% European linen scoop neck midi dress along with me in the color of floral waterfall, and I wore that thing all over Italy. It was like the perfect day to night. It just looked so pretty. And I felt like I looked sophisticated while still being comfortable.
Make your summer wardrobe feel easier.
Head to quince.com/MFM for free shipping and 365-day returns.
Go to QUINCE.com/MFM for free shipping and 365-day returns.
Quince.com/MFM.
Goodbye.
Every piece of furniture you own has a story.
Sometimes it's an heirloom, and sometimes it came with the house because it was too heavy to move.
If you're ready to start a new chapter with your home decor, there's Article.
Article makes it effortless to create a stylish, long-lasting home at an unbeatable price.
They take great care in curating their collection, focusing on pieces that stand the test of time.
We've talked about Article for a long time. There are pieces in that catalog that are so affordable that are room changers. And if you go through there and there's like a little something you don't even realize you need it until you see how they have stuff set up or what style combinations that they're doing with. They do the boho chic. There's mid-century. It's a little bit modern. It's something new. Like there's so many choices in there and it's not going to break the bank.
As someone who's interested in tons of different styles and time periods, Article covers them all in one place. I love that.
I know I've mentioned already how much I love my entryway table, but I swear to God, because the path that it's on, I pass it 4 times a day, and I love it more every time.
Article is offering our listeners $50 off your first purchase of $100 or more.
To claim, visit article.com/murder, and the discount will be automatically applied at checkout.
That's article.com/murder for $50 off your first purchase of $100 or more.
Goodbye.
All right, this is sorry, I just forgot what I was doing. This is the story of Jack Gilbert Graham and Flight 629. All right. So Jack Gilbert Graham, let's call him Jack, was born on...
That's Flight 629 now.
What? I was like, do I ignore that airplane flying into this place? Do we have like a black box that if we get blown up by an airplane right now that they can find it? Can you save that?
I don't think this would survive an airplane.
Upload it right now, just in case.
The apartment has a black box. That's all of the apartments came with black boxes.
Right. That's the thing.
That's why you came here.
That vintage ship painting, that's a black box.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Well, so Jack is born on January 23rd, 1932 in Denver, Colorado. I was going to do this for Denver, but then I'm like, I'm saving the shit out of this. He's the second child of Daisy Graham and her second husband. Jack is born during the Great Depression. In 1937, his dad dies of pneumonia, which is a thing back in the Great Depression. Mm-hmm. It caused Daisy then, his mother, sent him to an orphanage because of their poverty. Super bummer. It was a thing back then.
Yeah.
And sometimes they just did it like it was a pawn shop where it was like, stay here for a little while.
That's right.
I'll come back and get you.
Baby farmers. Right? Weren't they called baby farmers in England?
No, I didn't know that. That makes sense.
Where you just kind of drop them off and they grow your baby and then you come pick them back up.
They grow your baby poorly.
They grow your baby, but a lot of times what they would do is kill them and take the money. Yeah. They would take the money, be like, sure. We'll totally take care of it and get money from the state or whatever.
Oh, no. Mm-hmm. So, but then Daisy goes and married, and I had to quote this because it was so good. Well-heeled, meaning rich as fuck.
Yeah.
Daisy marries a rich as fuck rancher named Earl King in 1941. She's now like fucking living the high life. Still doesn't get Jack from the orphanage.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, that's her old life. She wants to put all that behind her.
She doesn't want to like stress out rancher guy.
In his mansion.
He ran away several times to be with her from the orphanage, but she always brought him back. Which is like, oh no, you're going to raise a...
Oh, that's... So he would actually get to his mother's house.
And she would bring him back.
The mansion. That's like something an orphan would make up. She's like, my mother lives nearby in a mansion.
Right. And she must not just be able to come get me, so I'm going to make it easier for her and go there.
Right? And then she's all, no thanks.
Nope. Then when Jack was 8 years old, Daisy, she brought him home to the ranch to celebrate Christmas from the orphanage. Like, come on home from Christmas. Buys him a pony. And he's like, well, if you're buying me a pony, I'm clearly here to stay. Nope. Once Christmas was over, she takes him back to the fucking orphanage. Can you imagine living a lavish, week-long life in a mansion that your mother gets to stay in?
Your mother
get a pony. And there was an older half sister. But it doesn't say, I wonder if she was actually living there, you know?
Also, why don't they just send him to boarding school? Why does he have to be in an orphanage?
Sure. Yeah. So the rich as fuck husband dies, and she takes the money for inheritance, becomes a successful businesswoman, and still doesn't fucking get him from the orphanage. I know. Daisy.
Are you just telling me a super sad story this week?
Yep, that's it.
Okay.
It's just all about orphans this week.
Just take that up.
Yeah. Well, don't worry. It gets worse.
Okay.
When he's 16, he forges papers and he joins the Coast Guard. But his real age is found out and he's discharged, which is so sad, where it's like he might have had a good life if they had, he wanted to join the Coast Guard and be part of the military. And they were like 16, which back then was like 27 in terms of like being on your own. You could probably drink already.
I mean, but if it was still this is a little after the Depression, because maybe it's like no free lunches.
Yeah.
Come back when you're 18.
Yeah.
You have to get your own free lunch until.
Yeah. Go get your free lunch at the orphanage.
Because maybe they would get in trouble for,
That's true.
Dangerous. I don't know.
At 19, so finally at 19, he forged over $4,000 in checks, to finance a road trip that got him, and it ended up, the forged checks got him 2 months in a Texas jail for bootlegging and running a police roadblock at 100 miles per hour, which sounds like fucking fun.
Yes.
Bootlegging.
Yeah. At this point, he's like, who gives a fuck?
Yeah. I'm going to go.
Everyone in charge is crazy.
I'm going to live my life. Yeah. He's extradited back to Denver. His mom pays his debt, and probation is granted. So he then goes to the University of Denver, which is hilarious. Like, he must be kind of smart.
Yeah.
In a way.
I couldn't get into the university system here in California.
What did our Uber driver tell us when we were in Boulder? It was the night before school started for the University of Boulder.
Yes, I think so.
Whatever the
College
local
of
Boulder. Which I clearly couldn't get into. She said to us, no, it was a he. He said to us, yeah, well, Boulder College is known as a pretty easy to get into school. Insinuating that everyone there was stupid. Which I was just like, okay, I don't feel so bad about going to community college and dropping out now.
I went to Sac State where they were like, please come here. Yeah. Please come and be one of the 200,000 people that go to this
We
school.
need you.
Yeah.
More than you need us.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I love it.
But we should add this, that then after our show, and we all went downtown to like try to find a party.
Yeah.
Where people told us over and over again, don't go downtown.
Yeah.
Remember?
Yeah.
They were like, you don't want to go down there.
Because it was all college kids partying.
College kids just running amok in the street. All of them lovely, polite.
Oh, yeah.
My sister asked for directions at one point, and the boy was like practically walked them to the door of the place they were trying to find.
Yeah. Yeah. So we're not, listen, Boulder College.
I mean, I figured I'd put that out there too.
Of Colorado. That's very fair of you. I wasn't going to
we can't call everybody stupid and just walk away.
You're right. Okay. So, attends Denver University, meets his wife, Gloria. Daisy, the mom, and Jack were estranged until 1954 when Jack was 22 years old. And Daisy at this point is running a successful restaurant. And in May of 1955, she builds Crown A drive-in, which is what it was called, for him to manage. She just like builds a place so he'll have a fucking job.
That's the big get back. That's the big sorry about the orphanage your whole life.
Remember when I abandoned the shit out of you forever?
Hey, well then how about some middle management?
Yeah. How about you clean up French fry grease every night? Good luck with that. And manage like roller skating waitresses who hate your guts.
Love mommy.
Love your mommy. Fucking. But Daisy and Jack, they still had a shitty relationship. They're often seen arguing. And in 1955, Daisy's restaurant, her other restaurant, has a gas explosion. It causes severe damage, closes her restaurant for good.
And the most interesting kind of explosion,
right.
Gas line explosion.
Would I bring it up if it wasn't relevant? Probably not.
Probably,
yeah.
But maybe not.
Maybe not.
There's always the choice.
We won't know.
We'll never know.
There's a third choice, and we don't know it yet. So Daisy at this point's a 53-year-old widow. 53 at that point is fucking old as shit.
Yeah, she's like, head for the hills, lady. You're done for.
You retire already, will you? So she tells Jack's 23 at this point. He's got a wife. They have a baby. He's like made good and made a family and works for his mother. Like he's clearly trying to fucking
Play ball.
make her want him still, you know? And she's like, oh, by the way, the holiday's coming up. Even though you have a new baby, I'm going to go to Alaska and visit your older sister.
Oh my God. I hate her. It's so the people close to you are the ones that can hurt you the most.
Oh, for sure.
And they do.
And why do we let them?
Because that's life. That's like it's a series of insults and injuries.
Yeah. And you trying to fix yourself so that you fit into what they want from you, even though they have no fucking clue what they want from you because they're broken too.
And then you realize you fix yourself for yourself and you drive through a fucking police roadblock. It's like, this is my movie.
Time in your life, you have fun.
That's right.
You're drinking fucking shitty bathtub gin.
Yes.
You're having the best life.
You're just going for it.
Yeah. And then in Texas, of all places, which had to be fun.
Yes.
Everyone go watch Paper Moon. I bet that's what his life was like. That movie is so amazing.
Or Friday Night Lights.
Oh, yeah. They weren't bootlegging in that movie, were they?
They could have been. There was that one season where the brothers stole copper wiring.
There was that one season where they had, what's it called? Prohibition. What? What did you say?
I just said pot.
Oh.
They took some pot?
They took pot. Okay. And that, I wrote, and that, as they say, was the final fucking straw for him.
Yeah.
And I was like, or maybe it was the pony years and years ago that was the final straw and he just like hadn't planned it yet.
The straw went in and then it just waited. It was benign until it became malignant.
Yeah. It just got heavier over the years. Okay. November 1st, 1955. Jack's like, okay, you want to go to Alaska? Great. Let me take you to the airport.
Oh,
I'll take you to the airport to go to Alaska.
it's so loaded because I just was like,
It's literally loaded.
all right, I'm going to let you go.
What were you going to say?
Well, I just going to the airport by itself. Like the morning we were leaving for our trip, you were like, come to my house. If you want to ride with us, come to my house. We're leaving at 7:30. And then I was just like, I am so stressed. And now I'm adding another thing to be stressed
That they're
about.
waiting for me.
Yes.
And I'm going to screw this up.
There's no way I'm going to be on time.
No, I think it's better that you, not that you would have done anything wrong. You were there at the exact same time as us.
It's that thing of which I think we did very well with, the anxiety of travel.
Oh my God. We had such a good friendship trip.
It was so fun.
It was so good.
We had the best time.
Steven, thank you for being a kitten in the group of like, just Steven's here.
Steven's there.
I can't get mad when Steven's there.
But it's like, yeah, I think we're both aware, but also it's that thing of like just travel anxiety, not knowing things, walking up. You never know what the fuck you're doing or where you're supposed to be walking
Which is great
toward.
that we have Vince who could not be in charge if he tried.
Yes.
And so
It's the best.
yeah. He would never, if it was up to one of us, he would lose his fucking mind.
Yeah.
He would lose his mind.
Me too.
Yeah. Me too.
Between Vince and then our Australian tour manager, Nick, who was a genius.
We love you. You're never going to listen to this podcast. He's too punk rock.
He doesn't
He was
give
so
a shit.
punk rock.
Yeah.
He was the best.
He's the best.
I want him to always travel with us.
Okay, so sorry, I'm setting the table of I now have travel anxiety just hearing about
Travel anxiety sucks. Can you, okay, picture this. Everyone's a little scared of flying. You're anxious at the airport. Traveling is new. It's 1955. Like, passenger traveling's pretty new. And sitting in the airport before you get on your plane is a fucking like cigarette machine that instead of cigarettes sells life insurance.
What?
For before you get on the plane.
No.
Swear to fucking God, this was a thing until the 80s.
Oh my God.
So you go in there, and in this case, Jack puts in $1.50 and gets out a life insurance policy for his mother who's about to fly to Alaska for $37,500, which at that time this time it would be almost $350,000.
Fuck.
And it's just like, good luck on your, like everyone just bought some and it was like, hope you don't die.
It's so perfect. Like, it's so perfect. If he has any bad intentions, he didn't fucking put that machine there.
No.
Like he's just using it like
Everyone
everybody
does
else.
it that day. Everyone's like, it's a thing of like, oh, better do it for good luck though. You know what I mean? Like, of
Yes.
course, when I don't do it, it's like having your numbers on roulette where it's like, you always do 13.
Yeah.
But like this one time, it's like, well, what if 13 comes up? So I just always put it on 13.
Same with renting a car.
Yeah.
It's going to be the time you don't get rental insurance that you're going to get crashed into.
I did that where it was like, why did you bring up rental insurance, dude? Because now I have to get it.
Yep.
All right.
Okay.
Right. So I think they did away with that on purpose because it's terrifying to everyone.
That's terrifying. It opens the door to people who should not be able to just buy life insurance policies hither and yon, but also don't
Hither and yon. That was, I gotta stop on that. I've never heard that, but I know what you meant.
It didn't really apply to what I was saying, but
Well, hither and thither.
it's like here and there, but
No, I know.
But I want to now see all those machines that they made in the 50s when they were like making like life is going to be easier because we have these machines.
I had like a photo, like a drawing of like a happy family on their way to walking to the, you know, because you'd walk on the tarmac walking to the. Oh
Yeah.
God, I bet we could find one in like American Pickers. You know that show? I
An
bet they
insurance
found
machine?
one.
I bet they have.
I would die.
They must have kept them. 'cause
And I
it's
bet
so
there's
weird.
some that have like, it's some mechanic, airplane mechanic who they were closing down that, and he took it home because he's a hoarder, and it still has the papers you would get. Oh,
Could you imagine?
yes. I need that for the podcast loft.
It's such a good idea. Yeah, you need to put that up there.
Can someone please bring us that? Actually, okay.
It's just around the same time as automats, which are the most hilarious. They're when cafeterias, they pretended to be automated,
Yes.
but it was just people putting dishes into those
You like
things.
it's like pressing D7 and it's like a hand coming out and handing you the creamed corn or
Plates
whatever
just
the fuck.
there. Yeah. So you just have a bunch of plates.
Like one of my time travel like plans is I would go to an automat because I love cafeterias more than anything.
Yes. 1,000%.
Yeah.
I would do
when
the exact same thing.
when we time travel, and then we're gonna go shopping at fucking May Company.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
When they run the things like, you know, that they used to run the money along wires above.
Yeah.
They would drop it down. So it would be like, anyway, okay.
But I want dresses. Yes, you can go do that while I go look at the dresses
and girdles.
Go ahead.
Okay.
Great. Okay. Well, here's where it gets crazy. Okay. Here's what happened. Wait, let's go back to before. Wait, no. Jack says to Daisy that he left a surprise Christmas gift in her suitcase. Spoiler alert, it wasn't a puppy.
Okay.
I wrote that, so it's kind of corny. Instead, in Daisy's large tan Samsonite suitcase, alongside the photo album of Jack and Gloria's wedding that Daisy was going to show to her daughter in Alaska, he had placed a neat bundle of explosives.
Oh, shit.
Less than an hour after the flight took off, the United Airlines flight became the first confirmed sabotage of a commercial aircraft in the United States when it exploded mid-air.
Oh, fuck.
Have you not seen this Crime to Remember?
No.
Oh my God. It crashed into farmland and sugar beet fields near Longmont, Colorado, and Daisy and the 43 other passengers and crew all died.
Oh, God.
The youngest passenger was 13-month-old James Fitzpatrick II. The eldest was 81-year-old Layla McLean. 5 children lost both their parents in the crash. Pregnant 22-year-old Carol Bynum and her husband both died. It was the worst mass murder in U.S. history at the time and remains the worst in Colorado, and was one of the largest investigations in the FBI history.
Oh, my God.
I know. The FBI obtained... So can I really quickly, I just want to say also, and I know it's fucking Sidebar Nation over here, but I just finished... What's weird about this, that I was planning on doing this, and then I didn't realize until today when I finished this audiobook I've been listening to, that is so fucking good, but it's about a plane crash that's sabotage that goes, the whole story. You don't find out what happened until the very end. And in my car at like 2:00 today, I found out, and I almost had to pull over because I was crying.
Wow.
Because it was so good.
Was it a true story?
No.
A novel,
It's,
yeah.
it's a novel. It's called Before the Fall by Noah Hawley, Hawley.
Oh, spoiler alert.
What did I say?
You said what the ending was.
What did I say?
You said that it was the explosion.
Oh, no, it's not an explosion though. It's just a plane crash.
Oh, okay. That's not.
No. So the explosion isn't part of it. It's a plane crash that they have to then. So I'm about to talk about how they figured out what had happened in the plane crash by putting it in the hangar. So this same kind of thing happened while they had to piece together to figure out what happened in the plane crash. And they do it by interviews and going back to the day of the crash and who did what and what happened. And all the characters are really good. It's not an explosion.
Okay.
That's a spoiler alert.
Yeah, I thought that's what you were.
I was like, what? I don't know what I just said the name of the book. It's called Before the Fall. And the audiobook is great. The reader is really good. It's hard to find that.
That name sounds familiar, Noah Hawley.
I bet he did something really cool.
I feel like it's the guy that I could be wrong, but that might be the guy that does Fargo now. Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Okay, coming back. Karen just fucking.
Oh my God.
Karen, your
so
memory
proud.
is bananas.
Is it though?
Your memory
in certain ways it is.
So Noah Hawley. Is it Hawley?
It's Hawley, Hawley, but he's he does a lot of things, but he's the reason that fucking Fargo series is so magical because it's being written. It's a novelist writing a TV show. So it's like
I had
pictures.
no idea. Well, now I'm even more proud of myself for finding this fucking book that I love.
Nice one. He's got other ones here. So
I'm going to download all of them.
Yeah.
Great audiobook, which sometimes I'll be like, don't get the audiobook, read the book. It's better. But this was a great audiobook. And it's just weird that I'm doing this story at the same time as this because I don't cry at books and movies. And I almost had to pull over because I was just like so taken aback by
awesome. I love a good author, someone that really does it right.
I'm so happy that we put that you put that together. Okay. So the FBI obtained use of a nearby barn. They reassembled the fragments of the airplane collected from the site, and they were able to determine that the explosives were used, which is so incredible to me that a plane can blow up and crash, and they can still put it together and figure out what happened.
They put it together like a huge puzzle.
It's incredible.
It's
to me.
crazy.
Those people must be so smart. They went. Yeah. I'm not going to say it. I'm done with that. I'm done with Boulder. And then they determined that which piece of luggage it had come from.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah. Like it went off in that piece of luggage and they figured out what piece of luggage it came from. And they figured out it was Daisy's tan Samsonite. All right. They started looking into her family and looked into Jack when they found out about his criminal past with the bootlegging shit. They also determined that Daisy's restaurant had been damaged by, quote, a suspicious explosion as well. Mm-hmm. And that Jack had received the insurance settlements, which is like, dude, change your MO a little bit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Don't keep exploding things.
Yeah.
Locals also suspected Jack of deliberately causing his new pickup truck to be struck by a train that year for insurance money. So this guy was like after insurance money and into explosions. They also found that when she died, a large part of Daisy's estate would go to Jack. So insurance money again.
Yeah.
After a few days of questioning, Jack said, okay, where do you want me to start? And then in great detail, he described building and planting the bomb that killed his mother and 43 others on Flight 629. It was constructed of 25 sticks of dynamite, a 6-volt battery, 2 electric primer caps in case one of them failed, and a timer set to detonate in about 90 minutes after he planted it or turned it on. Working in an electronic shop for just 2 weeks, he had given Jack all the expertise he needed to build the bomb. So this guy must have been fucking smart.
Yeah.
I then took the sack of dynamite with the battery and timer attached and placed it in my mother's large suitcase. Based on all that evidence found at Jack's house, he was arrested, charged with sabotage, and later that was changed to murder. After the arrest, some newspaper people, radio station people were able to sneak cameras and recording into the jail, and Jack told them, I loved my mother very much. She meant a lot to me. It's very hard for me to tell exactly how I feel. She left so much of herself behind, which I'm like, no, she fucking didn't, dude.
I mean,
is that insensitive?
It's insane of him to say.
Yeah.
It's super bizarre.
I think he must have not had our emotions, our feelings that we have. I don't want to call him a sociopath because people are like, that's not really.
Well, it may or may not apply, but he's definitely was insanely like damaged and abused as a child.
Yeah.
I mean
the emotional attachments you have were broken.
Yeah.
At some point.
His mother repeatedly rejected him. That's
Yeah.
like, there's some serial killers that it only happens once and they,
and it still doesn't mean he didn't love her. It could mean that he loved her more
Yes.
in a way that we don't feel love, but that feels like love to someone else.
Well, it's all he knew.
Yeah.
He lived in an orphanage.
He had that thing of like, if you don't have emotional attachments to not just your parents, but to like a caregiver as a young child, you can't have those to anyone, or it's really hard to change that.
That's right.
It's sad.
Yeah.
But he's also a murderer and murdered a bunch of innocent people.
I mean, the plan of that, the coldness of the plan of revenge on his mom, but then just like total devastation on all these other people.
So many families.
It's so evil.
Yeah. When asked why he had signed the confession and confessed, he said that the FBI had threatened to point out inconsistencies in statements made by his wife, Gloria, but he wanted to keep her out of it. He just like didn't want her to have anything to do with it. So he was like, I'm going to confess so she doesn't, maybe she was lying for him. Maybe she was covering for him. He also told prison doctors that he realized that there were about 50 or 60 people carried on the plane, but the number of people to be killed made no difference to me. It could have been 1,000. When their time comes, there's nothing they can do about it. It's almost like he's God.
Yeah.
And their time had come.
Clearly.
When really he had just decided.
Yeah. He's pretending that he was some kind of like the arbiter of fate or something.
Right.
Or just like, no, dude.
You've just, yeah. The trial resulted in Colorado becoming the first state to officially sanction the use of television cameras to broadcast criminal trials. No federal statute at the time on the books that made it a crime to blow up an airplane because it was so fucking new. And that led directly to federal laws criminalizing airline sabotage and the formation of the Federal Aviation Administration. At the time, though, on the day of Jack's confession, they wanted to quickly prosecute Jack. The simplest possible way was premeditated murder of a single victim, his mother. So none of the other victims, they didn't try him for those. Despite the number of victims, he's charged with only one count of first-degree murder. He recanted his confession, but because of all the evidence, he was found guilty, attempted suicide, and on May 5th, 1956, he was convicted of the murder, sentenced to death, executed in the gas chamber in January of 1957. And before his execution, he said about the bombing, "As far as feeling remorse for these people, I don't. I can't help it. Everybody pays their way and takes their chances. That's just the way it goes." And about his mother's murder, he said, I watched her go off for the last time when she was getting on the plane. I felt happier than I'd ever felt before in my life.
Dude.
And that's fucking our friend Jack Gilbert Graham at Flight 629.
I like in those kind of quotes where you can really... it really almost surmises the insanity of the person, where it's like you are totally cut off from empathy. You don't give a fuck about anybody but your revenge.
Not even in a way of like, you're about to die. It doesn't matter. Apologize to the families, even if you don't fucking mean it. Like, you can't even give them some kind of
No, because he doesn't care. He doesn't have a connection to care about those families.
It's impossible for us to understand.
Well, and also but the thing I think it's interesting is like family is the source of his insanity or his damage. So he doesn't care about those families because he never had a family. He's like, go fuck he's probably more mad that they had families.
He's probably thinking that they feel the same way about their families as he does about his because he doesn't know what it's like to feel any feelings about your family.
Yeah, only just negative or shitty or like,
shit, man.
Crazy.
Oh, and go look him up. Go look at his photo. He looks like if our friend Matt Bronger was playing a yokel with a widow's peak.
Oh, like greased back hair?
Yeah, our friend comedian Matt Bronger playing a role as a yokel.
Nice.
Yeah.
Wow, that was good.
Thank you.
It's fun to base them on TV shows.
Yeah, you're
a lot
fucking
of
right.
very hard work gets done for you.
Yeah.
And it's just a retell.
Dude, that's
they
all I'm
set
doing.
it up so nice.
I do the opposite stupid thing where I'm like, I'm going to do this hard one. And then it's like, it's so hard that nobody's ever made a documentary about it except for some fucking person who has like, have you looked on YouTube for your murder? And there's just these people, and I don't want to insult other people, but I am. They make these like they tell the story on video with pictures and things like that, but it's a computer voice.
Yeah.
And then the murder it's so weird.
Well, I feel like it might be there's like students, it feels to me like students that have to do a presentation for a class or something, because there's oftentimes the wording is very odd, but it's almost like people who are trying to sound news person.
Yeah. But it's at that point, it's the automated
program,
voice, which I'm like, any human can read a Wikipedia page. It doesn't matter. If someone's going to like your voice, just read it.
Maybe they have a weird high voice.
Maybe.
Or a strangely low voice.
Well, maybe, I have a fucking lisp and a what's it called? Auto-tune? No. What's it called when you have like the thing or you don't even?
Oh, you're from California?
Yeah.
I have a lisp and an auto-tune. Never had a problem with either
One
of
of
those.
my voice this entire time was auto-tune.
It would be tough.
It would be a rough
That would
one.
be tough to keep it natural.
It would.
Summer's for adventures, road trips, and adding a whole lot of miles to your car.
That's why it's worth stopping at Valvoline Instant Oil Change first.
If you need an oil change, make the smart stop at Valvoline Instant Oil Change before you hit the highway.
Their trained techs can help you get road trip ready with an oil change and an 18-point maintenance check included with every oil change, checking your tire pressure, wipers, lights, and more.
That means they're checking important things before you're halfway to your aunt's house with no cell service.
And these aren't just any techs. Valvoline Instant Oil Change techs complete over 270 hours of training, so your car's in capable hands.
The best part, you can stay in your car and you're in and out in about 15 minutes.
So before your next long summer ride, pull into Valvoline Instant Oil Change.
Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Change wisely.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
While the world watches the stars at the FIFA World Cup this summer, Hyundai has its eyes on the next generation of talent.
The future soccer stars who are already turning heads at age 14.
Making plays that end up on everyone's feed, scoring from angles that don't make sense, rewriting record books that barely had time to gather dust.
Because Next doesn't wait for an invitation, and Hyundai doesn't either.
Hyundai has always moved the future within reach.
Hyundai did it by making advanced safety standard on every vehicle.
Hyundai did it by engineering EVs with ultra-fast charging capability.
And Hyundai continues doing it every day.
From robotics that change how people live to young athletes changing the game, the future isn't some far-off concept. It's already here.
Next starts now.
Hyundai, an official partner of FIFA.
Goodbye.
Support for today's episode comes from Square.
Nobody starts a business because they love payroll.
Or invoices. Or business.
And that's why they're Square.
Square brings your payments, inventory, scheduling, staff, online orders, and reporting together in one connected system.
You can take payments in person, online, or on the go and track sales and inventory in real time.
Instead of juggling a bunch of different apps, Square keeps everything connected behind the scenes, so you're spending less time fixing problems.
Whether you're just getting started or growing your business, Square is designed to grow with you without complicated setup, contracts, or hidden fees.
If you're starting a business or running one that deserves better tools, Square helps you sell, manage, and grow without slowing down.
Right now, you can get up to $200 off Square hardware at square.com/go/MFM.
That's SQUARE.com/GO/MFM.
Run your business smarter with Square. Get started today. Goodbye.
Okay, yay. Now I got to be told a story. I love going first because then I got to sit back.
I know,
and
right?
fucking be told a story.
You just get to relax. I don't know what I was doing. Here's what I actually did.
Okay. Let me hear your process.
Would you want to go behind the scenes?
I do.
And just go behind the music for a second?
I do.
Welcome.
Pop-up video time.
I wanted to do a supernatural murder.
Ooh.
But that's like a made up thing.
It is.
Essentially.
Yeah.
But that's what I wanted. I just wanted to be a little bit off the planet a little bit.
Sure.
And so I eventually found the story of a man named Carl Pruitt who found, and this was like in the 30s, he found his wife in bed with another man. He strangles her with a rusty chain. Then he commits suicide. The family has him buried far away I wrote this whole fucking thing up until I found, buried far away. And then a kid, people start noticing that there are rings appearing on his gravestone.
Rings?
Rings. And concentric rings that are linked.
Like a chain.
Basically like a chain. So, a bunch of kids are playing in the cemetery and a boy throws a rock at the headstone.
Great place to play, by the way.
Yeah, that's where the good times are. He throws a rock at the headstone, chips it. They all go to ride their bikes home. He falls off his bike, and the bike chain wraps around his neck and strangles him to death.
All right.
So when
this is season 2 of Stranger Things.
The mother finds out and hears all the town gossip of it was because he desecrated the headstone of the killer,
good old
of the chain killer. And so she goes down with an axe to take the headstone apart. The next day she's found hanging in her own clothesline.
Oh my goodness.
So then it basically goes on and on. I'm like, this is the best.
Yeah.
This is going to be amazing. I get to the end of the article and the person who wrote the article begins to deconstruct ghost stories in America and how this is fake. Like Carl Pruitt never existed. This person never existed. You can't find any of these people in any public record. And then I had to start over. I was really mad because it was so perfect and yet it was such a creepypasta. Like, oh, and then these people, every single thing was someone strangled with the chain if they tried to touch the headstone.
Jesus, I don't know how you can find a murder that gets you out of the murder world.
Well, no, you can't. I don't even know what I'm doing. So then I went all the way in and I'm doing Son of Sam.
That was not the direction I thought was going to happen.
I just fucking turned that car around.
But you know why I understand? It's because he doesn't mutilate anyone.
That's right.
Where it's almost like listen, murder is murder and it's fucking horrible and awful. And Son of Sam is a monster. But when you don't have to talk about someone, it's for us, I don't mean like there's certain murders, but when we don't have to talk about women getting their boobs cut off.
Yes.
And being raped and savage, which I'm doing right now. It's almost like a relief.
It is because it so qualifies and he's very famous and everybody knows who he is. But he was on a murder spree in the 70s that was so strangely distant and odd.
Disconnected.
Just totally disconnected and yet very specific. He was like, I don't know if a lot of people know this. I certainly didn't before I started reading about it. He only shot women with long dark hair.
No, I didn't know that.
I didn't either. He's a total fucking Ted Bundy in that style. So it's just interesting. Like it's definitely a thing where you can dip in, but you don't have to go into.
There's not even a stab, which is there?
Let me stop you.
Okay. You know what? Why don't you do your murder and I'll stop deconstructing
because
it.
That's what's interesting. So he also was the product of an illicit affair. And his mother gave him away, right after he was born to, a couple named Pearl and Nathan Berkowitz who lived in the Bronx. And he was a troubled youth. Neighbors say he was a bully. He was an asshole. He was really spoiled. He was really difficult. He, from an early age, began engaging in petty larceny and arson.
Arson,
our
friend.
Right? So I couldn't find anything. I actually looked it up specifically of like, did something happen to him that he never talked about?
Yeah.
But his mother died of breast cancer when he was 14.
That's it, man. That's got to be a huge shock.
Then his father remarries. He doesn't like his new stepmother. So in 1971, when he's 18, he joins the army and he serves for 4 years. He's given an honorary discharge in 1974. And while he's serving in the army, he has his first and only sexual encounter with a sex worker.
Huh.
The result of that encounter gave him a venereal disease.
Oh shit.
And psychiatrists or whoever say that after that, whoever, word on the street, was that because of that specific experience, he became enraged with women.
Which we know can't be true. Like, you had that boiling down somewhere ready to burst. It's not like, oh, I'm great with women. And then you're like, oh shit, crabs.
No, exactly right. Well, yeah, and it's probably not crabs.
No.
Oh, shit, crabs.
I hate women.
It's already a problem. He's one of those people that, yeah, if you're a bully that
Right.
doesn't get along and is an asshole to everybody, you're not also a lady killer. That's
Right.
probably not happening.
Right. I just love that they can blame it on this one. Like they're blaming it on the woman.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Course.
Which is just like,
Of course.
It's not that.
Also, when he gets out of the army, he looks up his birth mother, and his birth mother explains how she gave him away because he was illegitimate. A forensic anthropologist, Elliot Layton, described this as the primary crisis of his life. Finding out that he was an illegitimate child, that his father didn't want him, shattered his sense of identity. On top of that, the old VD,
no crabs.
that he started a spate of arson fires in the early 70s. That he actually, we can talk about this later, but that was his first crime was arson, and he would go and light these fires all over the Bronx and the surrounding area. If only I knew what cities that involved.
Manhattan. Let's call it.
No, he kept it over in in the Bronx area.
And boroughs, other boroughs.
And
then
then
other boroughs.
Brooklyn.
Let's say Brooklyn. There's Queens.
There's Queens, and Queens comes up quite a bit in this story.
Did he go to Long Island? I don't know.
I doubt he would make that drive. Okay. He did become a mailman. So Christmas of 1975, he stabs 2 women with a hunting knife on the streets of New York City.
Jesus.
But they fight back. This was Christmas Eve night. They fight back, and he flees the scene. They're not killed.
Wow.
That's his first attempt. And that's when he switches over to a 44 caliber bulldog snub-nosed shotgun.
None of it.
Handgun.
A gun.
It's a 44 caliber gun that he uses for the rest of his time. So July 29th, 1976, this is in Pelham Bay, the Bronx, 1:10 a.m. and Donna Loria, who's 18, and Jody Valenti, who's 19, are sitting in Jody Valenti's car outside Donna Loria's apartment, and they're talking about the night they just spent at Peach Trees, which was the local disco.
Oh.
Peach Trees. Oh, this is, if you see the movie Son of Sam, the Spike Lee movie, starring John Leguizamo, it's actually really hilarious and great because disco exploded like in this period of time. And so, around New York City, people were just at discos every night. Yeah. And that lifestyle was like a big deal.
It's just clubbing.
Yes,
but with
exactly.
disco music.
It's clubbing with polyester.
Oh man. I'm so glad. I hope when we go back in time, we don't end up there.
I mean, I can feather my hair, so I feel okay about it.
You'd probably be a good disco queen.
I might be good, but I don't want to show my arms, and that's going to be a big problem at the disco.
I hate disco music and cocaine, so I feel like I'd just be like sitting in the corner, being like, "Can we go?"
We're such opposites.
I know. Can we go to a dive bar, please?
Okay. So they were at Peach Trees. They're sitting in the car talking about it. Jody opens the car door to get out to walk up to her house and sees a man walking really fast toward the car.
That's so scary, that image.
It's so scary.
A man walking fast towards you is like, just punch.
At 1 a.m.
At 1 a.m.
Right outside your house.
Punch.
He pulls a 44 caliber handgun out of a paper bag, kneels down, and fires 5 times into the car. Donna Loria was hit in the neck and killed instantly. Jody Valenti was hit in the thigh, and then she leaned on the horn, and the attacker turned and walked quickly away, which is also creepy.
Yeah, that you don't run. Because you know not to run, because that's suspicious.
Yeah, you just walk quickly away, like your business is done here.
Fuck.
Okay, so Jody describes him as a white male in his 30s with a fair complexion, about 5'9", weighing 160 pounds, short, dark, curly hair in the quote mod style.
Good for her for knowing all that, like remembering all these details.
So, also Loria's father also saw him and told the police a similar looking man was sitting in a yellow compact car all night. He had been cruising the area hours before the shooting. And as several neighbors actually saw a man in a yellow car cruising the area. So about 3 months later, Carl De Niro, who was 20, and Rosemary Keenan, the old Italian-Irish combination, fire, 18, they were talking outside Keenan's house when, according to Keenan, it felt like the car exploded. So what had happened was the car was fired on 5 times. Carl De Niro, who's in the driver's seat, puts it into drive and speeds away.
Fuck yeah.
And only later do they realize he's been shot in the head.
Oh my God.
He survived.
Holy shit.
He ended up having to get a plate in his head just to replace the part of his skull that was blown away. The police did not link this attack to the Loria Valenti attack because they were in two different precincts.
Okay.
So they were just separate shootings.
Weird, right?
Crazy.
Yeah.
But I mean, this was New York in the late 70s, so there was tons of crime.
Yeah, that's true.
But Rosemary Keenan's father was a New York City, I can't remember if it was a detective or a police officer, but basically once the daughter of one of their own, they turned up the intensity on this specific investigation.
And she didn't die.
She didn't die. Neither of them died.
Okay.
But they didn't have that much evidence. There wasn't a lot to go on.
Right.
So a month later, Donna DeMasi and Joanne Lamino had just walked home from a movie theater, and they were talking on Joanne's front porch, and they see a man in army fatigues approaching them.
Well, I guess it's like Vietnam, so it's not that weird.
I mean, not really, but here's what's weird, and this is the part I hate.
Okay.
He's asking for directions in a high-pitched voice. Before he finished it, so he starts asking the question. Before he finishes the sentence, he pulls out the gun and shoots both of them. Donna was shot in the neck, but recovered. Joanne's hit in the spine, and she was paralyzed. A neighbor claims to have seen a blonde man running away from the scene, clutching a gun. Okay, so January 30th, 1977, this is at the Forest Hills, Long Island Railroad Station in Queens at 2:40 in the morning. Christina Freund and her fiance, John Deal, had just seen Rocky, and they were about to go to a disco. It said a dance hall in Wikipedia, but I would assume that means a disco.
Yeah.
And as they're sitting in the car, 3 gunshots. Someone shoots into the car 3 times. In a panic, Deal drives away. He suffered minor superficial injuries, but Christina Freund was shot twice and died several hours later in the hospital. Neither of them saw their attacker.
Wow.
So now the police make their first public acknowledgement that the Freund Deal shooting was similar to the other incidents, and all of the crimes could be associated. Because all of the victims had been struck with .44 caliber bullets. The shootings seemed to target young women with long black hair, and the police announced that they were looking for multiple suspects.
Can you imagine, like, if, let's say that happened right now in LA, if that was going on? I wouldn't want to leave the house.
Do you know that actually it wasn't here, but it was a little while later, after a couple more of these murders, when that fact of that it was women with long dark hair, there was a rush on women getting their hair cut really short, like Dorothy Hamill, and dyed lighter.
And that's why that trend.
I mean, like, that's in New York City, all women got their hair cut and dyed. And they said that there was a shortage of wigs at beauty supply stores because everyone was just going batshit. Creepy. Like, in one day, once they made that announcement, everyone got their hair cut. Yeah. I love that idea. Okay, so March 8th, Columbia College, still 1977, at 7:30 in the evening, Virginia Volkschuerichian walks home from her classes at Columbia. A man walks toward her, and when he gets close, he pulls out a gun and fires into her face. She put up her books to protect herself, but she was killed instantly. And moments later, a neighbor, one of her neighbors, rounds the corner. He hears the gunshots, and then he nearly collides with the person who he described as a short, husky boy, aged 16 to 18, clean shaven, wearing a sweater and a watch cap, sprinting away from the scene. And other neighbors, matching that same description, reported a teenager loitering in the area for about an hour before the shooting. In the following days, the media report police claims that this, quote, chubby teenager was the suspect. There are no direct witnesses to her murder. And she lived about a block away from where Christine Freund and her fiance, John Deal, were shot. March 10th, 1977, NYPD holds a press conference stating that the weapon used in Virginia Volkschuerichians, I think is Voskerichian's murder is also a 44 bulldog. The same weapon used in all the other shootings. And of course, this whole story, the New York Daily News and the Post go crazy on the daily. It's just constantly
Front
in the
page.
news.
Fucking,
And-
what's it called? Fear mongering. Well, you should be afraid, I guess.
Yeah, well, I mean, they were finally like justified. It also went international. They were naming, they name in the Wikipedia article, like all the, the Vatican had an article about it in the Vatican newspaper or whatever.
Jesus.
So April 17th, this is a month later, basically in the Bronx. It's 3 a.m. and Valentina Suriani, who's 18, and Alexander Esau, who's 20, are sitting in Valentina's car kissing, and each one is shot twice. Suriani died instantly. Esau died a few hours later in the hospital. And it says, again, it's a 44, and they were only parked a few blocks away from the Loria Valenti shooting. So then at the crime scene, they find a handwritten letter, and it's from the killer, and it's addressed to Police Captain Joseph Borelli. And this is where the name Son of Sam comes from, is this letter.
Okay.
So basically it reads, I'm just going to do pieces because it's really long. It starts out, I am deeply hurt by your calling me a woman hater. I am not, but I am a monster. I am the son of Sam. I am a little brat. When Father Sam gets drunk, he gets mean. He beats his family. Sometimes he ties me up to the back of the house. Other times he locks me in the garage. Sam loves to drink blood. Go out and kill, commands Father Sam. Behind our house, some rest.
I don't know this at all.
It's just fucking crazy
Nonsense.
blather.
Yeah.
But it ends like this. I want to make love to the world. I love people. I don't belong on earth. Return me to Yahoos. To the people of Queens, I love you. And I want to wish all of you a happy Easter.
What the shit?
May God bless you in this life and in the next. And for now, I say goodbye and good night. Police, let me haunt you with these words. I'll be back. I'll be back. To be interpreted as bang, 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 bank, bang. Ugh. Yours in murder, Mr. Monster. So
I can't even.
Yeah, it's nuts.
I bet that was like even scarier to them, that were like, oh, this isn't a calculated person. This is a fucking lunatic. How are we going to track down a lunatic? Because you can't use logic.
That's right. Also, yeah, that wasn't mailed or anything. It was left at the murder scene. So it's somebody that kills people and then drops something intentionally.
Totally.
All of it is
tease them.
Yeah.
Jesus.
So several psychiatrists are consulted, and there's a psychological profile drawn up based on this letter. And he's described as neurotic, probably suffering from paranoid schizophrenia, who believes himself to be the victim of demonic possession. So May 30th, 1977. So at that time, the Daily News had a columnist, a very famous man named Jimmy Breslin, who was like super famous in New York. A lot of people not that many people outside know him, but he was like one of those like tough, reporters of New York that I was,
Hard boiled.
I would call him hard boiled.
Yeah. I
Okay.
want someone to call me hard boiled one day.
They will. So the Son of Sam sends Jimmy Breslin a letter.
Oh shit.
And, on the back of the envelope, he wrote the phrases blood and family, darkness and death, absolute depravity, and just 44 with a dot in front of it. So like 44 caliber. And then I'll just read you how it starts, because it's just more blather, but it starts, hello from the gutters of NYC, which are filled with dog manure, vomit, stale wine, urine, and blood.
I mean, is he wrong?
I know, he's fucking dead on. It's summertime, so he's probably very frustrated.
Right.
Hello from the sewers of NYC, which swallow up these delicacies when they are washed away
Jesus.
by the sweeper trucks. Hello from the cracks in the sidewalks of NYC, and from all the ants that dwell in these cracks and feed in the dried blood of the dead that is settled into these cracks.
This is poetry.
Is it? JB, I'm just dropping you a line to let you know that I appreciate your interest in those recent and horrendous 44 caliber killings. I also want to tell you that I read your column daily and I find it quite informative. Tell me, Jim, what will you have for July 29th?
Oh, see, this one, he seems smart.
Right. Almost as if he might be putting on an act
Sure.
of some kind. Okay. So the Daily News publishes this letter a week after they get it with a column from Jimmy Breslin urging the killer to surrender himself. And this article made that day's paper the highest selling edition of the Daily News ever. They sold more than 1.1 million copies.
Wow.
And it's after that with Jimmy Breslin's column, this is when all the women get their hair cut. Which that's in the movie too.
Yeah.
And it's hilarious.
I saw it when it came out, but I don't remember it much.
It's a good movie. I liked it.
I just remember that from Ted Bundy too. Like, didn't a bunch of girls
Yes.
who had the same haircut
Hell yes.
change that fucking shit out of it?
Like, hey, highlights, everybody.
Yeah.
How about a highlight Bob?
Yeah. All right.
I also love Summer of Sam, the movie, because it's almost entirely focused on disco.
Yeah.
The murders almost seem like an afterthought.
The murders almost seem like they're powering disco. You know what I mean? Like, disco is a response to the murders.
That's right. Or disco is because the murders are creating disco.
Listen, John Leguizamo is just a dream.
Listen.
Look.
Did you want to finish that?
Look.
Okay.
Look. Oh, I thought you meant the answer. No, that's it.
I interrupted you to then say nothing. Okay, so now we're in June 26, 1977. This is in Bayside, Queens. So yeah, it's like, for people, I am from California. So when we talk about all these different parts of all these different boroughs in New York, Queens is a borough. Bayside is a part of Queens.
Okay.
Right?
Right.
I'm assuming.
Neighborhood.
The Bronx is a borough. And then the part of the Bronx that I was talking about, the Forest Hills, Long Island Railroad.
It's like the Upper East Side is part of Manhattan, but it's its own neighborhood.
Right. Yeah, Manhattan's a borough, and then the Upper East Side is part of that borough.
Williamsburg is let's go on for an hour and
just
name neighborhoods.
I'm going to say the wrong thing for sure here, and all I can picture the people I know who live in New York being very mad at me.
Well, do they think they're better than us?
Also, maybe I'm doing it for attention. Maybe I want you to be mad at me.
Yeah.
Maybe I like it. All right. The morning of June 26, 1977, it's 3 a.m. Judy Placido and Sal Lupo, I think Sal Lupo might have been the main character in Summer of Sam.
Oh.
It just sounds familiar to me. Okay. But I could be making it up.
No, I trust you on name recognition.
This is where that all falls apart.
Yeah.
Okay. They've just left the Elephas disco, and they're sitting in the car, and the car's hit by three gunshot blasts. So Sal Lupo is wounded in the right forearm. Judy Placido is shot in the right temple, in the shoulder, and in the back of the neck. They both survive, which is incredible.
These people who are surviving these mortal
up close
gun blasts,
it's
bananas.
It's crazy. So Sal Lupo tells the police they had just been discussing the case of Son of Sam right before the gunshots hit. Okay, so about a month later, it's July 31st, 1977. Stacy Moskowitz, who doesn't know Stacy Moskowitz? And I mean, like, the second I read that name, I was like, I went to junior high with her. So Stacy and her boyfriend, Bobby Violante, are taking a walk in the park late at night. Very brave. But they go back to their car when they see a man watching them.
Oh, no.
But then when they get back into the car, they were so into each other that they start making out. So they don't leave right away. No. They're kissing in the car when they're hit by bullets. Stacy Moskowitz was shot once in the head. Bobby Violante had been shot twice in the face. Stacy was killed while Bobby Violante would survive, but he lost most of his vision. But he survived from being shot in the head. So
these people in the fucking boroughs have some survivability.
For real. I mean, it's the New York City, baby.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is the shooting that brings out the most witnesses of any of the other Son of Sam murders. There was actually a direct eyewitness. So during the shooting, 19-year-old Tommy Zano was parked 3 cars down or 3 cars in front of Bobby Violante's vehicle. And moments before the shooting, Zano caught a peripheral glimpse of the shooter's approach and then happened to glance in his rearview mirror just in time to see the actual shooting.
Oh my God.
He clearly saw the perpetrator for several seconds due to a bright street light and the full moon, and later described him as being 25 to 30 years old, 5'7" to 5'9" inches, with shaggy hair that was dark blonde or light brown, but he said that the shooter's hair looked like a wig.
Oh.
So about a minute after the shooting, a woman in her boyfriend's car on the other side of the park saw a white male wearing a light colored cheap nylon wig sprinting out of the park and he got into a small light colored car that drove away. And she said he looked just like he just robbed a bank. And she also got part of his license plate for GUR or for GVR. There were other witnesses, one including a woman who saw a light car speed away from the park 20 seconds after the gunshots, and at least 2 witnesses who described a yellow Volkswagen driving quickly from the neighborhood with its lights off. One of a neighborhood resident hears the gunshots, hears Bobby Violante's calls for help, glances out her apartment window to see a man walking casually away from the crime scene while everyone else was running toward the sounds of the screaming. And
oh my God, I'm so excited right now. This is like so tense.
Yes. And multiple other residents. So he was seen by tons of people that night. They witnessed a scruffy looking man with dark stringy hair and stubble driving a small yellow car recklessly away from the scene. He almost crashed into a car. He ran a red light, almost crashed into a guy. The guy started following him because he was so pissed that the guy almost killed him.
New York.
But he only followed him so far and then he lost him. And then later found that it was Son of Sam. Okay. So, on the same night, local resident Cecilia Davis is walking her dog. This is like the woman that brings it all together, which I love.
Cecilia.
She's walking her dog, at the scene of the Moskowitz Violante shooting. So she sees patrol officer Michael Catano ticket a car, a yellow car, by a fire hydrant. And then moments after that cop left, a young man walks past her and studies her with some interest. And she feels concerned because he's got a dark object in his hand. So she said he was wielding a dark object. Yeah. She doesn't know what it is. She just runs home only to hear shots fired moments later. So she calls the police. She doesn't say anything for 4 days. And then she calls the police and they start checking every car that got ticketed that night in that area.
Fucking chances, man. That not only did they ticket it, but someone saw it happen.
Yep.
And then knew about the murders.
And someone saw what she saw happen was a guy that gave her weird vibes.
Totally.
And then she put all of it together where it's like, yeah, you got away from the man that was endangering you. Then you stayed with it, witnessed something, and then reported it.
Totally.
Love it.
Love it. Love it.
Way to go, Cecilia Davis. And her dog, Marty.
Most of the dog. Marty. You made it. I got so excited that was actually the dog's name. I'm like, oh no, wait, she made it up.
And I'm like, oh, sorry, it's your dad's name. Okay. So the next day, police investigate. They go and they check Berkowitz's car. It's one of the several that got ticketed that night. And they see it's parked outside his apartment building at 35 Pine Street in Yonkers. And they see there's a rifle in the back seat.
What? Hide your rifle.
Yeah, right. So they search the car. They're like, that's probable cause. They search the car and they find a duffel bag filled with ammunition, maps of the crime scenes, a threatening letter addressed to Inspector Timothy Dowd of the Omega Task Force. So they know they probably have their man.
They put it together.
They, put in a request for a search warrant, but they know they're very concerned with going into his apartment without having it because they don't want to lose the case. Right. So they wait outside David Berkowitz's apartment until 10 o'clock at night. And when he comes out and gets into his car, and he had a paper bag with him, and that 44 was inside the bag.
Oh my God.
He gets in the car, sits down, and then Detective John Falotico approaches the driver's side and puts the gun right next to Berkowitz's temple. And then Detective Sergeant William Gardella covers from the passenger side with his gun inside the car.
Oh my God.
And David Berkowitz is taken into custody for the Son of Sam murders. They say it's reported that he was very calm and very serene, almost seemed happy.
Wow.
So when they search his apartment the next day, apartment 70, they find the walls are covered in satanic graffiti. The whole apartment is a complete mess. There's liquor bottles everywhere. And they also find 3 stenographers' notebooks where Berkowitz had meticulously recorded hundreds of arson fires that he had set.
Hundreds?
Yes. He had been recording it since he was 21. Some sources allege that the number of arson fires he recorded was over 1,400. Yeah.
But he recorded or set?
Well, he wrote them into these notebooks.
Yeah.
And they believe that they correspond to real fires that happened around
Oh my God.
the Bronx and Queens and
Manhattan. Brooklyn.
Certainly don't forget.
Long Island.
Is Long Island a borough?
I think so.
What about Coney Island?
I think that's a neighborhood.
And what about the island where the Statue of Liberty lives?
Oh, you mean Liberty Island?
Freedom Island? All right. Now people are legit mad.
Angry. Like even they know.
He is questioned for half an hour and then immediately cops to everything and explains to the cops in great detail all of the crimes that he perpetrated. And when they ask him why, he says his neighbor Sam Carr's black lab, Harvey, was possessed by an ancient demon, and Harvey made him do it because he wanted the blood of pretty young girls.
What?
Yeah.
So wait. Okay. So that's why he called himself Son of Sam? Is the neighbor's name was Sam?
Sam Carr and Sam Carr's dog. But
I don't get it.
so, but later, so, I've been listening to the audiobook of Those Who Fight Monsters, which
right.
is the guy from, who basically started the FBI, VICAP, all that. John E. Douglas, I think his name is. But he interviewed David Berkowitz years later when they were putting together their, when they decided they were going to start profiling serial killers so they could get, profiles of them, whatever. But he basically got David Berkowitz to admit that all of this shit was fake. The whole thing about the dog talking to him and everything was
made up a
completely,
story.
It was completely made up so that he didn't seem responsible and that he could get off on the insanity plea. And it was purely because he was so angry at women. He had never had success with women. He was
just an angry man.
He was very angry. He was very like a spoiled child. I think it was that thing he didn't know how to handle. It wasn't going to be his fault.
I didn't get it.
Yeah. And so he just wanted everyone to pay for his loneliness and lack of popularity.
Which seems like such a narrative of a lot of spree killers that are just like, they feel entitled and they're pissed off that everyone else doesn't know that they should be getting everything they want.
It makes me think of that boy in Santa Barbara that killed.
Just thinking of that.
All those kids in Santa Barbara.
Yeah.
It's the exact same thing where everybody else, it's not anything that has to do with them. They don't take any personal responsibility. It's everybody else and everyone else has to pay.
Right.
It's, I guess, narcissism and, a lot of other fucked up shit.
Jesus.
But, anyway, he basically, he is tried, found guilty on June 12th, 1978. He's sentenced to 6 life terms, totaling a maximum of 365 years in prison. They send him to Attica. In 1987, he becomes a born-again Christian.
Good luck with that.
And before his first parole hearing in 2002, he sent a letter to the governor of New York.
Wait, he lived that? How did I not?
He's still alive.
I'm sorry.
He's still alive.
He's still alive?
Yeah.
How did I not know
he was
that?
only in his 30s when he was
But I would have thought that they put him to death or something.
No, it's he admitted to everything, so they didn't give him the death penalty.
Right. Okay, go on. Jesus Christ, you just blew my mind.
I know, isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
He sent a letter to George Pataki, who was the governor of New York at the time, asking to have his parole hearing canceled. He said, in all honesty, I believe I deserve to be in prison for the rest of my life. I have, with God's help, long ago come to terms with my situation, and I've accepted my punishment.
Wow.
Then in 1993, he went into this weird thing where he was claiming to be responsible for satanic cult killings. I think he may have gotten bored. He was trying to say that he wasn't the only one responsible for the Son of Sam murders, that there were other people, and it was because of this satanic cult and blah, blah, blah. And when that story came out, Jimmy Breslin himself made the statement. When they talked to David Berkowitz that night, which is like the night he got arrested, he recalled everything step by step by step. The guy has 1000% recall, and that's it. He's the guy, and there's nothing else to look at.
For sure.
So
wow, heavy
that's your son of
fucking hitter.
Heavy hitter, which I always avoid because it's so much research.
Me too.
And I know I miss big things, and sorry, Spike Lee.
I was gonna do a heavy hitter this week, actually, or like I was gonna do a heavy hitter this week. The thing where you're like, should I do this one or should I do that one? I finished this one, but maybe I'll do this one.
Yes.
And then it was just like, no, Georgia, you need more than 16 hours before you decide to do a heavy hitter.
I mean, you really do. And I think my Wikipedia recitation proves that.
Yeah. No, that was great.
People that shoot from a distance, there is something very, obviously we're saying this, it's just so lame. It's just so cowardly and weak to stand from a distance and shoot a person and then just be like, I am the Son of Sam.
It's emotionally detached in a way that you don't expect from most serial killers.
Right.
Who are just in it for the suffering and seeing the suffering of others.
Yeah, he wanted to end lives because it was about his failures as a man.
Right.
He could have been a mafia hitman.
Yeah.
If he got fucking painted his apartment and got his shit together.
Stop listening to dogs.
Yeah.
That poor dog was like, dude, I fucking love everyone.
Don't bring me into this, bitch.
All I want are treats.
I just want them to bring me inside every once in a while. That's why I'm barking.
Why am I in the back? Give me a scratch behind the ear every once in a blue.
And then don't bring me into your stories.
Right. I'm not satanic.
I love the idea of being possessed by an ancient demon, though.
Yeah.
Not a recent demon.
I mean, the dog maybe was an ancient demon, but it was also like, but I'm past that. I'm born again.
He'd gotten healthy.
Yeah. Well, shit, man.
That's that, man. We're back. We're off the road for a little while.
You mean a week?
Yeah, but still.
Yeah. Sorry, I just really bummed you out there. I don't know. I'm looking forward to the, Detroit, Toronto. That's going to be fun. And then we're just doing these fun little weekends of cool
it's our
cities.
Weekends.
Yeah.
Weekends are good.
It's our weekend.
That's the enjoyable kind. We get in, we get out.
Yeah.
We have our fun, we get out.
Yeah. Well, I think, should we say one thing that makes us happy?
Oh, good idea.
Is it sleeping all week? Because that's mine.
Oh, dude.
Sleeping. There has to be something. Oh, my new car.
Oh, yeah.
Can that be mine?
Yes.
Okay. This is the first new car I've ever had in my life.
Nice.
It feels so luxurious. It's a Toyota Corolla, which is my first car I ever had. My hand-me-down shitty little car that was just the most basic you could get at the time. And this one has fucking a moon roof and an automatic, your seat moves automatically. I've never had a car
it shapes it to you as you get in.
Yeah. Or it has when you need to move it forward, it just you don't have to crank it, You don't have to do that while you're driving and accidentally almost hit your face on the steering wheel.
Or crash.
Right. Or crash.
Yes. Yeah.
It has adult things that I never thought I would ever have in my life, but it's a Toyota, so it wasn't fucking crazy expensive. Has a cooch warmer, which is to me the next level of fucking class.
You can have those all the time. You don't have to wait to get into your car.
What do you mean?
You can fucking slip something. You can do an icy hot pack right into your underwear.
Are you trying to get me a yeast infection over here? It's just it feels grown up. And
nice.
I'm I didn't think I'd ever care about it, something like this. And I'm really just pleased and grateful.
It's great.
It's nice.
It's nice to be oh, I earned something.
Yeah, I earned it. I think I earned it. Mm-hmm. And I'm really happy about it.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
I guess mine would be, so this is Thursday. So tomorrow night I am playing a show with my friends, the band Sure Sure,
Right.
at the Satellite in LA. So if you live in the LA area,
Steven and I will be there.
these guys are coming. I think I can only put one name on the guest list.
I'm coming. Okay.
But if you are around and want, I absolutely guarantee that you will love this band, Sure Sure. They are so fucking good. They're going to be famous.
You played them for me and I was like, it was one of those things where like, this reminds me of a little of this. And it was all like classic bands that you love.
Yes.
It's really fucking good.
Yeah. It's not, I told them, cause we did a show together like 4 years ago. And it was just cause my friend Kevin is in the band and he was like, do you want to do a show with us?
Mm-hmm.
And I told him after the show, I was like, I was so scared to see your band because when do you go see a band and you're like, that was the best thing ever? It's not that often.
Yeah. It's intimidating when you go see, not intimidating, when you go see a friend who's like, come see me do this thing. You're like, all right. And you're like, oh my God, you're so talented.
Yes. It's just so exciting
Yeah.
when people are great and their music is just so listenable. I mean, I've already given the recommendation,
Yeah.
but
And you're playing music first?
and I am opening for them. Yeah. So I'm going to do a couple of my old moldy oldies.
You have some like classic songs and you have some comedy songs too, right?
Yeah.
Are you going to do,
I don't think I have classic songs.
you don't do a lot of like, well, then you have some like sad ones. that are,
classic
like,
songs like Goodbye Yellow Brick Road or
yeah.
something.
No, just like not outright comedy.
Some of my
That are, like, kinda
comedy
sad.
songs make you sad.
Exactly.
Yeah, but I can still hide behind the comedy part. So
Okay.
that's good.
Got it.
Yeah, I'm only going to do a handful. If I was at the show and someone did like, I would be like, get off the stage. I just want to see this band, please. So
I'm
I know
excited
that.
to see you play.
I'm excited to play because I haven't done it in a while.
I haven't seen you play since I've known you.
Oh yeah, you got it.
Since
I
Largo.
did a show. Yeah, that's right. I did a show when we were in Denver. I got to do for
Right.
the High Plains Comedy Festival. I got to go do a variety show after our show, which
Yeah.
was super fun. And a bunch of people that were at our show came to that show too. And I thought it was going to be kind of shitty because I hadn't played publicly in a really long time. And it was super fun. So I'm super looking forward to it. But more than that, if you like good music, I would recommend being at this show.
I think it's gonna, I'm excited.
I mean, Steven, how long was that?
Steven. Fuck. I like this episode.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Yeah. Thanks for listening. I don't know. I feel like we have to sign off.
Yeah.
Rate, review, subscribe, but it's like, well, you've already done that.
Yeah, you do that so much.
We appreciate that.
It's so nice.
Yeah, thank you guys for listening.
Thank you for being here with us and stay sexy.
And don't get murdered. Bye.
Bye.
Elvis, get out of the cat box.
Hey, you want a cookie?
You want a cookie?
Oh, yeah?
Elvis,
Want a cookie? Okay.
you want cookie? All right.
He's like, yeah.
Bye.
What do I do?
I don't know how you keep asking me.
You know that fantasy where you run into your ex while looking impossibly cute and wildly unbothered? Hill House makes the perfect dress for that moment. Or if you're just running errands. Hill House Home is the brand behind the viral nap dress, known for its signature smocking, ultra-flattering fit, and comfort that makes it a favorite for just about everyone. Celebrities like Taylor Swift, Olivia Rodrigo, Anne Hathaway, and Mindy Kaling have all been spotted in Hill House. These dresses are the definition of versatile, perfect for running errands in the morning and stylish enough for dinner or a party that night. And it's not all they carry. They started with bedding back in 2016, and now you'll find bathrobes, pajamas, children's clothes, and maternity, all with the cutest prints. And it's so true. The hardest time picking out one nap dress because the prints are so dreamy and beautiful. But now that I have it, I'm going to wear it all day, every day. I'm going to throw on my leather jacket at night and look like a total badass. Cowboy boots or cute heels, whatever it is, this nap dress can make it look classy. You look like that classy lady you see at the airport. Hill House makes fun fashion that makes you feel good. Get 15% off your first order of $100 or more at hillhousehome.com with code MURDER15. That's MURDER15 for 15% off at hillhousehome.com. Goodbye.
If audiobooks are your thing, or if you've been meaning to listen to more of them, you should check out a podcast called Earsay, the Audible and iHeart Audiobook Club, hosted by Cal Penn.
Each episode spotlights standout audiobooks on Audible across all kinds of genres: sci-fi, comedy, romance, thrillers, and more, with Cal talking to guests who help break down what makes each story worth listening to.
It's a fun, easy way to discover your next great audiobook.
Check out Earsay on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Goodbye.
The best time to think about home security is before you need it.
That's exactly why there's Simply Safe.
Traditional home security only alerts you after a break-in has already happened, and that's too late. Simply Safe is changing that.
Simply Safe's US-based live agents identify threats on your property and help deter them so intruders never get to your house.
The system is customizable so you can build one that fits your home and your specific needs.
The 24/7 professional monitoring is effective and affordable and won't lock you into a long-term contract.
I think that's what's so scary for so many people is that long-term contract. And like, what if it turns out you don't like it or need it, but they don't have that because they know you'll like it and you'll know that you need it and feel so much safer when you have it. Like at this point in my life, I would never go without a security system on my house. I just feel safer with actually having Simply Safe around.
There's a whole staff at Simply Safe that's waiting to talk to you and help you out. Right now, you can get 50% off your new system by visiting simplysafe.com/MFM.
That's half off at simplysafe.com/MFM.
There's no safe like Simply Safe.
Goodbye.